Neymar could have been the greatest player of all time. And I can prove that. Here's what it was like when Neymar ruled the world of football. Neymar's magic in football started very early. Check out this incredible goal he scored while he was still playing in Brazil.
Neymar. Facilidade do Neymar. Vai levitando o jogador do Santos. Aí o Neymar protegeu, fez o drible. Que lance do Neymar! Que golaço!
This goal even won the award for the most beautiful goal of the year. But for many, the most beautiful goal of the Brazilian's career was this one right here.
Olha a jogada do Neymar, saiu do primeiro, saiu do segundo. Neymar, outra finta, pé direito, segurou, bateu. Gol!
In his first World Cup, the guy already showed he was something special. The Japanese defenders were totally lost. In this game, he also scored this amazing long-distance goal.
It's still Neymar. Brilliant.
Tell me, was that control or a dribble? Well, maybe both. But when the star put on the Brazilian national team jersey, things got serious. How do you stop a player like that? Colombia's midfield had no idea what to do against him. Tell me this move isn't a real work of art. Look what he did when he was surrounded by 3 defenders. Just genius. This defender must have been freezing because Neymar gave him 2 nutmegs in a row. He was so feared in Brazil that defenders were too scared to go after him.
Você marcou o Neymar e...
Não marquei, eu tentei. É diferente.
The only way to stop him was doing this. No wonder he had so many injuries. But his true peak happened at Barcelona. He could simply humiliate his defenders. 2 or even 3 players could come at him, and he'd still find a way to get past them. And this one here, he practically put him to sleep.
Far more involved and had a really outstanding...
It was there that he scored one of the most beautiful goals of his entire career. A huge part of Messi's goals came from Neymar's assists.
Neymar in for Barcelona to Lionel Messi. Down goes Czech. Messi scores, and that's how quickly they could do it.
Their chemistry was amazing to watch. Check out this incredible play they pulled off together in the Spanish league. In some games, the Brazilian even managed to steal the spotlight from Messi. Look at this incredible play. And in the end, the Argentine actually missed the goal. Luis Suarez is another one who scored many goals thanks to Neymar's assists. But in this play, after Neymar took out 4 defenders, Suarez still managed to miss the goal. Of course, the star also embarrassed Real Madrid in the famous El Clásicos. Even Real's defenders had to get physical to try to stop the Brazilian. But there was no stopping him. He always found a way to score against Real. This play here was so beautiful it deserved to be a goal. It would have definitely been one of the best assists of his career.
How quick was this? Neymar to Suarez.
In the same game, he even gave Messi an amazing backheel pass. That day, the Santiago Bernabéu was left speechless by the Brazilian's skills. And when he wasn't scoring, he was making stunning assists, like this one. Neymar was simply unstoppable on the left wing. Even just controlling the ball, he'd pull off a dribble. For many, this was the time he deserved a Ballon d'Or. Let us know in the comments below what you think about that. And don't forget to leave a like. A lot of people say that if Neymar had won a World Cup, he would have already earned a Best Player award. And I can tell you one thing, it wasn't for lack of trying. In the 2014 World Cup, he embarrassed the captain of another team. Neymar's touch was so smooth that the defender couldn't avoid the dribble. But unfortunately, the star got injured halfway through the tournament, and Brazil suffered the most humiliating loss in its history. Check out this chest control by Ney. But the best part? That back heel pass. In the game where Brazil was eliminated from the 2018 World Cup, Neymar almost scored an amazing goal. If he had made that shot, maybe things would look a little different today. Just minutes earlier, he'd pulled off a great move and set up a teammate with the perfect chance to score. They tried to stop him with fouls, but it didn't work. Look at what he did to Modric in the 2022 World Cup. Speaking of Croatia, years before, he'd already scored this masterpiece. Quick play and a perfect shot to the corner. A true star's goal. And of course, he scored for Brazil in that game too. Neymar managed to turn a corner kick into a work of art. In the Olympics final against Germany, Neymar scored one of the most beautiful free kicks of the tournament. Check out this pinpoint assist. Any mistake and the ball wouldn't have reached the attacker. This dribble is so beautiful it feels like a scene from a movie. And it wasn't just against smaller teams that Neymar showed off his skills. He left Juventus's entire defense lost. In this other Champions League game against Atletico Madrid, Neymar did this. Not even the best defense in the world could stop the Brazilian. This goal shows all of his skill in scoring. Such calmness to chip the ball over the keeper. Besides tons of skill, Neymar had a lot of grit too. Look at the effort he put in to keep the ball. Watch how he used Zidane's signature dribble perfectly. It's like he was controlling the ball with his mind. The defenders couldn't even get close. When he moved to Paris Saint-Germain, nothing changed. Check out how he left the defender in knots. In France, Neymar even scored a goal after dribbling past everyone. He started from midfield and ended up in the net. Even a penalty goal becomes a work of art when it's Neymar. Want to learn how to make a defender look foolish? Take a look. And this one right here was left completely stunned. Neymar wasn't just good with his feet. Look at what he did with his back. And to top it all off, he even pulled off a beautiful flick over the defender's head. Only a player at a world-class level could have such refined ball control. And he still managed to set up his teammate right in front of the goal. Neymar could even dribble without touching the ball. When Messi and Neymar reunited at Paris Saint-Germain, their chemistry was still very much there. Look at the control Neymar had after an amazing pass from Messi. He even used the referee once to trick a defender. Check out this other play where he seemed to just know where the ball was going to end up. Of course, he could only pull this off because he had great mentors. Look at what he learned from Ronaldinho. The year Neymar scored this amazing chip goal, many people thought he deserved the Ballon d'Or for taking PSG to the Champions League final. That wasn't the only incredible goal he scored that Champions League season. Look at this diving header to show he could score with his head too. Speaking of grit, when Neymar wanted to make a play, no one could stop him. He practically dragged defenders with him to keep control of the ball. He was also the key player in the showdown against Atalanta. Sure, he made the huge miss of not scoring here, but even though he didn't score any goals, PSG's 2 goals were all set up by him. The first one came with this assist inside the box, and the comeback goal happened in the last seconds with this amazing play by Neymar and a pass from Mbappe. To be honest, he fought hard to get this goal in that game. But destiny wanted him to be just the playmaker that night. Well, if you can't mark him up close, maybe try from a distance? Or maybe not. Speaking of nutmegs, for this one to work, the ball had to go through a really tight space. Actually, if the defender left any space for the ball to pass between his legs, Neymar would find a way to pull off the dribble. Even I didn't see that move coming. So imagine how the defender felt. In Brazil, whenever his Santos team wore that blue jersey, fans could expect a show on the field. Look at the calm and confidence he had to score this amazing goal for the Brazilian national team. This no-look pass is one of Neymar's trademarks, and the best part is that besides looking flashy, it's super effective if you're a genius like Neymar. Sometimes he got a little lucky to keep the ball, but even then, the play looked amazing. When Neymar saw an opening in the opposing defense, he'd either end up in the goal or get fouled trying. This pass to Mbappe was pure genius. No one in the opposing defense saw it coming. Another thing Neymar is a master at is free kicks. Check out this incredible goal he scored for Paris Saint-Germain. Against Bordeaux, he scored an even more beautiful one. Even the goalkeeper couldn't believe how that ball found the top corner. When the free kick was called, the goalie already looked worried. The star also scored an amazing goal by shooting under the wall, a move straight out of Ronaldinho's playbook. But my favorite is definitely this one from the French league. And speaking of goals, this was one of the first goals from Neymar that truly shocked the world. And the best part, it was against Cristiano Ronaldo's national team. Neymar can turn a simple, boring goal into a work of art. When he received the ball, all he had to do was shoot. But look at what the star did. The best part is where the ball went, literally between the two defenders. In one of his first games for the national team, he scored this beautiful goal. I don't know what was more stunning about that play, the dribbles or the chip over the goalkeeper. The play started with an amazing dribble from the Brazilian and ended with a fantastic goal after a 1-2 with Mbappe. And if you give him space to shoot from outside the box, you better start running back to the midfield. In fact, even when the star doesn't have much space or time to finish, he finds a way to create a masterpiece, just like this one. This goal right here has everything that defines Neymar, all in one play. Ball control, teamwork, creativity, and efficiency. Can you say there was another player as complete as him, aside from Messi and Cristiano? Actually, there's one more quality that Neymar has: speed. The star can leave the entire defense behind. On top of that, he's an opportunist. If the goalkeeper makes a mistake like this right in front of Neymar, you can bet a magical play is about to happen. He also scored this stunning bicycle kick for PSG. The best part? At that time, he was being booed every game, but after a goal like that, everyone was on their feet applauding him. So, are you convinced that Neymar deserved a Ballon d'Or in his career? No? Then click on the video that's popping up on your screen right now to watch 2 historic games from Neymar and other legendary comebacks in football.